Finance, Mathias Cormann. Minister, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
So you are one of the MPs, right, who you own a property in Canberra and you receive $275 a night travel allowance?
I think it's $273 a night,
Okay.
but yes, I mean, indeed, and the only reason I maintain a small unit in Canberra is because I'm required to spend much of the year here, while my family, of course, lives at our home in Perth. And, you know, obviously the rules in terms of the remuneration and work expenses arrangements are set independently by the Remuneration Tribunal, and the rules in terms of the tax rules for members of Parliament, which apply equally to all members of Parliament, are set independently by the tax office. And
they are, but for that unit, do you claim on top of the TA, do you claim expenses for things like mortgages and rates, insurance, that kind of thing?
I comply with all of the rules, and of course the tax ruling for members of Parliament, which is quite comprehensive. It provides what income and what allowances need to be declared as part of the allowable income.
We understand.
And it also provides what deductions can and cannot be made. And I provide all of that information to my accountant.
Nobody's suggesting you're hiding anything, but you get the TA and you get the tax incentives. Isn't that double dipping?
No. Essentially, as I've just said to you, firstly, I mean, of course, the house is declared on my register of interest, and secondly, the rules and arrangements are set independently by relevant authorities. I don't make the rules. None of us as politicians make the rules. We're just expected to comply with them.
But now that the rules exist like this and you can both get your TA and claim your mortgage and all the expenses around the house, at a time when you're asking the country to live within its means, is it time to have a look at this again?
Well, these are not new rules, and I think it's entirely appropriate for the tax office to determine how income and allowances received by members of.
Could change you can change the rules.
If I may answer your question, it's entirely appropriate for the tax office, which does act independently, to determine which allowances need to be declared as part of our assessable income. It's entirely appropriate for the tax office to determine what expenses incurred in the course of our work can be deducted and which expenses cannot be deducted. And I mean, if you look at the most recent ruling, which has been in place since 1999, it sets that out in some great detail, and it's a framework within which I operate, and it's a framework within which I'm sure every single member and senator that has to come to Canberra for work on a regular basis operates in.
And it's open to MPs to say this is not good enough in this time. Given the size of the debt and the deficit, and that you're asking the country to live within its means, it's open to politicians to change the rules.
Well, again, I mean, I think it is appropriate for these rules to be set independently by relevant tribunals and by the tax office. I don't think it is a good idea to have politicians set their own rules in relation to their own remuneration, in relation to their own work expense arrangements.